Chat. What's up? Oh, why am I so small? Large me. Hi. So today, hey everybody, Wolviron, Goat, fucking False Giants, Mega Man, everybody. Damn, bitches be showing up on a Thursday morning. Hi everybody. We're doing art today. Oh, that's loud. Ugh. Loud in my ears. Thank you, Thrash Pack from Pyro OST. I gotta fucking clean the hell out of my playlist. So we're doing art today. I wanted to do some art. I felt a little bit of motivation. And kind of as part of that, we're gonna try again to do, what are we gonna call it? Breaks? Taking regular breaks while I'm streaming. So I kind of realized yesterday that is this working? Okay, good. I realized yesterday that let me fix that. Let me literally fix that right now, actually. We're gonna conquer an ADHD thing right now, and I'm gonna fix that. Where the fuck is my PNG source? There it is. Let me literally fix that right now. Let me literally fix that right now. Let me literally fix it right now. Oh, it's on cooldown. I fixed it. Oops. Anyway, I've set a timer for 1 hour, and the plan is every hour of stream, I'm gonna try to take 5 minutes of break. There have been times in the past where I've tried to do that a little bit. No, how do you know he's either? Oh, yeah, that's because the source for that is hidden. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It mostly worked. The reason is because I think that's in it's in here. It's in here in this set of sources. That's where the audio for that is, so. There you go. I didn't disable it. I didn't disable it. No one used it. I didn't. All of my redeems were on for that stream. No one used it. Like, a couple dual-in grunts got redeemed during the brawl. But that was about it. Yeah, that works. No fear. So, this is just like Fire Alpaca. Hi, Fire Alpaca. I have a drawing tablet. I got this, I think a year ago at this point. I haven't used it too much. It's a cheapo Huan kind of thing. No screen or anything. I don't have one of those gloves that makes my hands not stick to this shit, which is a little annoying. So drawing like long lines kind of sucks, but thankfully I'm not a drawer by trade. Drawing images is not like my thing that I do, so I don't have to worry too much about this being suboptimal. But the reason I have this drawing software open with my shitty $20 drawing tablet, this thing was like somehow $20. I don't know how. Like, it's definitely, like, probably really shit, and I imagine if I used it a lot, it would, like, break, but whatever, man. I think it might have been, like, $30. I want to do a little bit of concept work or a thing I want to make in Blender, and I'm gonna lower VLC because it looks like it's probably too loud. Even though chat's gonna tell me it's okay, I'm gonna listen back to the VOD and it's not gonna be okay. So I just want to do like a little fucking awesome bit of concept art, just because I found that having concept art in the first place actually helps a little bit when it comes to designing stuff. So I said delete. Perfect. But what are we doing? So this is an appropriate thing to do after the Backyard Brawl stream, and it's a good thing it just came up, because I do want to sort of capitalize on and explore more of the public access TV kind of aesthetic. Here's the logo. I didn't know it would make a new file or whatever. I need to fix this gap here. This gap pisses me off. But I'll adjust this later if I want to. Probably just like move this. Oh, but that's like flush with that. I guess I could move this up and then this up in proportion or whatever. But that's fine. Like when you have filters and shit, and when you're like zoomed the hell out, you can't see it. But zoomed in and like, you know, like shift scroll doesn't work in this software. And also scrolling down zooms in and scrolling up zooms out. Why is that? This is backwards ass shit. Here you can see this is a render because there's a transparency pixel here and it's not like vector. This ain't vector art. Anyway. Also, it's obviously not vector art. This is not on a vector layer. I don't even know if this software has vector layers. I don't know enough about that kind of shit. I'm not a drawer. So I want to make a television studio. That is my objective. I want something that fits the low-budget, homegrown television broadcast sort of aesthetic, with a lot of that, like, sort of 90s, early 2000s crust over it, a layer of scum over it, perhaps. And I think that is a space, a type of space I can build in Blender that will be relatively easy to, like, realize. It's just a matter of doing it. Figuring out exactly what it looks like. And there's a couple things, like, the context of the studio. What kind of building is it in that I've been thinking about? Like, is it an old refurbished warehouse? Is it a space that was built with the intent for it to be a studio space originally? Or is it like in like a community rec center somewhere? Or it could be like, it could be a little stage inside of a gymnasium or something, right? In like a YMCA. So I kind of have to figure out exactly what that's going to be. I think I'm generally leaning towards something that is more TV studio adjacent, and I think part of that is you can probably tell just from like the way I make a lot of the art I've made is I like scenes that my tablet is not sitting on my desk mat entirely, and it's annoying. There we go. My kind of aesthetic leans towards low light environments, and I think that for a TV studio, like, having low light is obviously like part of that, because, like, you know, the background is fucking dark as fuck, and then you've got like your big blinding fucking spotlights hitting the fucking center of attention. And we're gonna do something akin to that. And I think starting with a stage is gonna be good. I don't intend for this environment to be super like detailed, I guess. I don't want to get rid of that. So part of me is thinking, well, we can start with like an elevated stage of some kind, right? Because it just seems practical to me for it to be a little bit elevated, just because, well, then you can get low angle camera shots and stuff like that, and that kind of just makes sense, right? I'm not, Eric Andre show is definitely like I've literally never watched that show, and I probably should, but there's probably going to be a degree of like that kind of aesthetic in there, at least to some extent. But not as well lit, probably. So I have two ideas. I guess this is two ideas converging. I want the studio space, and I have a separate desire to have a kind of talk show environment. I would love to have like a late night show kind of thing, but part of me wants that late night show aesthetic to be a little bit more special, because the implication of doing a late night show is that I have guests on or something like that, and maybe we don't want to like blow our load on the talk show aesthetic if we're not actually doing one, because I will want to do one. So that's why I'm thinking like having a desk. Like here's my like vague stage, right? Having a desk here, and then like chair, and then hi, somebody's sitting here. It's me. You can tell because my gay ass little hair. And then like, I don't know, you could put the logo here if you want, I guess. You could definitely do that. That's definitely an option. I also want this to be a space that has like a display in it. Some kind of like thing to put like your video game on, right? And to like do your doobly dabs and your little guy, and like just put moving images on and stuff, just to have a in-universe on-screen overlay that I can use, similar to Ye Olde's overlay, which I still have in OBS but we're not using anymore. This, as broken as it is, because everything's misaligned, and there's an old donation goal up there. Don't worry about that. We're not really working towards that anymore. But if you want to send money to me, please do. Thank you. Please send me money. I would love it. Okay, good. All my audio was on this scene still. I didn't check before I clicked on it. So here is kind of similar, where we have a chair on the right side, another set of seating on the left side, which I don't think anyone has ever successfully sat in, funnily enough. Me neither. And then this TV in the middle here, which I think this is pretty good, but it has a lot of limitations. Particularly, I won't be able to like zoom in on a TV that I put in the environment. So like this TV here, I won't be able to use for playing video games, like seriously playing video games on stream. And as nice as it is to build a fiction around a television studio doing a sort of talk show broadcast of sorts, we are a Twitch channel that streams us playing video games, and it's important that we be able to use the art assets we make for our stream for the purposes of playing video games. And kind of like a big problem with the in-world displays that I like to do so much is because Blender is simulating like a real camera lens. Because Blender is like simulating a camera lens, it simulates lens distortion too. And that means that no matter what I do, a 16:9 TV inside of my 3D Blender environment will never be able to fit an unaltered 16:9 source from OBS inside of it, because the camera lens is distorting light and bending the object, essentially. Which normally we kind of filter that out when we're looking at photographs. And it's only when you kind of try to piece stuff together like this that you kind of realize perspective is fucked up. And I kind of wish I was a drawer Because if I was just drawing stuff like this here, it would be way easier to fake perspective and depth. Whereas in Blender, similar to like real life photography, you just have real perspective and real depth that you need to manipulate to create the illusion of a lack of real depth and perspective by using depth and perspective. I don't know, man. It hurts my fucking head. I touched on this a little bit in the Backyard Brawl stream. The behind the scenes for that. I'm getting distracted. So we could have like a TV back there. I also kind of want to have like the logo center in the back. I think that's generally pretty good. And there will probably be some kind of backdrop. I think having this be a circle could be pretty good. This could be a curtain here, kind of hiding all of the sort of background details of the like studio set itself. And then we could have like the logo, because this is a curtain, the logo could be like suspended from wires or something, right? Right? Kind of something like this. And then of course you have your like just off screen, and sometimes in, you know, view, you have your like cameras, which I'm not gonna bother designing like a crazy one or anything, but you know, your funny little camera, your funny little cameras, which are propped up fucking everywhere. At least like, so kind of like a curse I have is I have like a fixation on building spaces in a way. While I'm building spaces, I'm thinking about the fictional practicality of all of its component parts, which is not necessarily helpful. But it's like in the Backyard Brawl stream, I had all those camera angles, and then I decided that I wanted the detail of every single one of these camera angles is from a real camera that exists in the space, and other shots from other cameras can see the other cameras in the spots they're supposed to be, which kind of creates this believable real-world space that I like a lot. Also, we would totally put like a version of that like bunny rug that I have that I used to use a lot. There would definitely be a version of it as like a carpet here, because I want to bring that back. Though we would need to like make this aesthetic like work a little bit. And let me like, and of course we have studio lights, right? Got your big studio lights, your big damn things, which are like emitting light as you do. Now these ones, lighting, I am less likely to do as like a one-to-one reality type of thing, just because like it's way less practical. It's way less practical to have a physical light source for every fucking light you do, and I've honestly never bothered doing that because it just introduces like way more complications than it does solutions. Oh, you know what's a good idea? This desk should just be small. Because I'm small. Why is there two L's? Because I'm small. Because me small. Because me small. Three L's. Small has three L's in it now. I'm sorry. That makes sense. But I could also have desk big and I'm small, which is also funny. We can go either way with that. I think like something like this is generally, it seems like a good idea. Now colors. Another reason why I want to do concept art for this, and let me like make a new layer. We're just like sketching shit, so it kind of doesn't matter, but make a new layer because I want to put some color on here. Where's the eyedropper in this bastard? So we got a couple colors. We got a couple fucking colors. We got this bad boy. Then we got this bad boy. Let's just like assemble a little palette here. We got this bad boy. Then we got it's a little Dunkin' Donuts. It's a little Dunkin' Donuts, but they got rid of half of their logo and colors, which means I get to have them now. I think that's okay. Am I missing a color? Is it just those three? Yeah, it's just those three. And then just matte black. This is just like 000 black, I think. Actually, is it? Yeah, it's 111 black. It's not all zeros, it's all ones. Does it go to 0? It does go to 0. So if I just snag these, I still have this. I will just paint this like it's fucking something or other. Can I juke that? How do I juke this? How do I juke this? Is it like that? How do I fucking... What the fuck is my brush? How do I make my brush big or small? I don't remember how to do that. I just like clicked on this once and it did it. And I got very fucking confused. Oh, I have different preset sizes. Okay, that's fine. There we go. I'm not too worried about this, which is why I'm just using a pen tool. But, like, you know, splash some color down here. Kind of, like, see where we're working. Good color for the desk. Honest. I'm thinking the lighter color for the curtains or something. This song's fucking quiet as shit. Toby Fox, turn your music up. Or, the super giant guy whose name I forget, turn your music down. One or the other. One of you has to change. I'm sorry. One of you has to do something different. That's the color white. Let's just like fucks around and just see what this looks like. Like this. I just kind of want to... There we go. Toby Fox music is fucking crazy. I was talking last night about how it's kind of wild that just like over the course of like, well, I guess it's not that wild because it's over the course of 10 years at this point. Toby Fox like went from the Undertale soundtrack to the Deltarune soundtrack. Like, I know it's like, it sounds like I'm talking shit on the Undertale soundtrack, and I kind of am, honestly, but like Undertale is such like a quaint, like static feeling set of music that to me has never felt super listenable outside of its original context, whereas just some ideas, whereas like Deltarune, almost every track, some chapter 2 and 3 tracks less so for me, but pretty much every track is like immediately endlessly listenable to. It's like crazy, because they're not just like I don't know what to say. I don't know how exactly to describe it, because like the Undertale soundtrack very, very well serves its purpose and it's fantastic, right? But the Deltarune soundtrack is like reflecting of an additional like 10 years of experience, and fuck man, I don't know, it's just so much better. It's like ridiculously better. It's in a different weight class. Like I'll just say that. It's in a different weight class. It's like fucking crazy. Anyway, here's the pizza song. It's gone now. That one's also a masterpiece, but we're not going to talk about that one. So this is just me like slapping the colors on, and it certainly does look like this is the Dunkachino show, which I'm not super sure about, but fucking here it is. And here's my carpet, my awesome carpet. I think the orange is a little much. The orange should... Okay, hold on. Let me see. What if the orange was here instead? What if this was the orange? And then this. Then we have purple and purple, and that has to change, but like this was purple, right? And just fucking purple, who cares? Yeah, if it don't matter. If this was purple, and then if like now this just looks weird. I mean, like, a desk is normally fucking wood. It would be like a brown, right? Like, this could be like a poopy brown. A kind of a little too yellow poopy brown for my awesome desk. I don't know if we're getting anywhere with that. I don't know if we're getting anywhere with that. Maybe not. I think this is like generally a good idea for the structure. This fucking chair right here is kind of nothing. Let me like middle school teacher this. This chair is kind of fucking whatever. And also everything is like moved to the side here. Like the ratio of thirds is like fucked to shit. Like what are we doing over here? Like no one's over here. That's like a little weird. But I mean, you want to have a degree of imbalance, right? I think centering the TV to like here, be a bit better. Pushing, thinking like rotate the desk a little bit, and then maybe translate like this way. Chair, where would chair go? Do we even have chair? Like, I think we just don't have chair. More often than not, I'm not going to be using it. And I think... I could just, like, bring back the couch, right? I could just, like, stick the couch here. And I could recreate this old setup. Because this setup here, like this whole fucking thing... Where's the transition? Hold on. Here's a fucking throwback, gamers. Remember this? Remember my old stream set? Remember this? Remember that? Look at it again. You remember how much fucking sauce this shit had? So much fucking sauce. I need to bring that back. It's been way too long. That was before you started watching? Damn! Oh my god. We gotta make a new stream set. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm fucking doing this. Because, like, okay, I stopped using this old set. I stopped using this old set back when I moved out of the, like, shitty place I had been stuck living for years. And I had to, like, stop streaming for a while and, like, upend my whole life. I stopped using this set. In part because it was time for a new one anyway, but also it didn't really feel fitting to continue using it. And that's kind of why I swapped over to just using this, like, work in progress screen for a long time, for, like, the summer, for, like, that summer afterwards. But I miss this shit. Like, my shit's, like, all weird. Got the old BRB. We got the fucking loft. Oh, I miss it. And then the thing. And this is without all the animations connecting them, by the way. The old end of the stream, don't look at that. I miss that. I miss that a lot. And I think I want to bring that back. I really want to bring that back. And one thing I want to do, and this is kind of one of the things I was thinking about going into this, but I want to make this curtain like this circular stage is going to have the curtain like concealing it, and then after the fact like it's going to be closed, and then it's going to like open up when the stream starts, and we're going to recreate that. That's one thing I want to call back to. That I want to call back to the sort of like stage inside of my house I had, in the form of an actual stage inside of an actual studio. That's what I want to do. That's one of my motivators here. Now, we could have this be in the, like, the backyard brawl aesthetic. I could do that. I could apply the filters. I do want to do that, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Because in order to do that, I have to, like, okay. It's one thing to have, like let me just fucking show you. Where's my, let me show you. Let me fucking show you. So to embrace that aesthetic means that my, like, default, where is it? My default aesthetic is gonna look like this. Now, the actual video games themselves won't look like this, but this kind of, like, blurry NTSC filter is cool. The stream isn't over. Don't play that. This is cool and all, but making this my, like, primary stream aesthetic is... it feels like a slippery slope to me, and I don't know if that's something I want to commit to. Like, I don't know, I could do stuff like turn down the bleed a little bit. Like, the colors aren't too fucked up. That might be desirable. But it's something I have to, like, figure out if I really want. I think it would be cool, and it would be something that only exists, like, in that screen. So when we, like, zoom into the game and start playing, it goes away. But yeah. I also got to figure out overlay stuff. So a big thing I've been neglecting for the longest time is having overlays. And part of that is I am constantly at odds with myself over whether or not I want to do overlays anyway. Good example, Maisie's, hi, I just barged into Maisie's room real quick. Maisie's stream setup right here is an overlay, and it takes up a lot of the screen, but part of the reason why it does that is because Maisie's streams have a different primary focus, which isn't necessarily the game. Whereas my streams are more so about the game that I'm playing, and I don't like having overlays take up screen real estate like that, because I feel like it detracts from like the readability and the quality of the image that is in my fucking game source, right? It's something I can never decide on whether or not like I hate or I want. So I'm always flip-flopping on it, which is kind of why I settled on using this background here, which we can bump. Let's bump the colors on this while I'm looking at it. Might lower the contrast a little bit, or raise the contrast a little bit. Like hue shift it. What color do you want? What's a good color for November? I get like an orange. Like an orange glow. Yeah, there you go. It's brown. And I like that, because that's like, I can put whatever I want on it. Like, I can just fucking... I can just do this. I can just do this, and now we have an overlay. Instant overlay. And it works just fine. But it's like... my mom's like painting something. Excuse me. So this is like fine, right? Because it's a background that I don't have to worry about aligning stuff to. So I can put whatever source I want in here and it'll mostly work. I can do like a 4x3 game and like move it over here, or like move it like to the center more, or put it like over here, up there. It's good. It's good because it allows me to do a lot with just one single asset, and I don't need multiple assets for multiple different kinds of displays and shit like that. It's just that, I don't know. I think I want to crack open Blender. Let's open Blender. I'm ready to start like pushing buttons with that. Hopefully my computer is happy about it. I gotta make sure there's no fucking spoilers in my Blender. My damn Blender layout. Which mostly just means if I show recent files, there'll be tons of fucking random shit in there that I probably don't want chat to see, like, right now. Oh, Blender is not booting up. Hello, Blender. Okay. Blender doesn't feel like it right now, I don't think. Hold on, let me like... I'm gonna kick the command line fucking window. Okay, that didn't do anything. I opened 2 copies of Blender like a dumbass. Am I stupid? Okay, whatever. I guess we're still drawing. There's anything else here. So I think just generally, the backdrop's gonna be dark. It'll probably just be like pitch black for the most part. I might want to... The problem with it being pitch black is then we're just in the fucking void, and that kind of sucks, right? You don't want to be in the void. Maybe you do, but I feel like we maybe don't. But also, the lighting here is going to be like so bright that of course the background would be dark. Like, just by contrast, it's going to be dark. I guess we'll have to see. Hey, Blender, you good? Blender's good. Yeah, there's totally crazy. There are spoilers in my file names that are, like, really funny. Chat, you have no idea. This spoiler is so funny. Not really. I just think that's a very funny sentence to say. But it is funny. Anyway, here's the Blender default cube, which we are going to just get rid of. immediately. I'm gonna move my goddamn drawing tablet out of the way because we're not using that right now. One moment. Oh god. Okay, I should have unplugged it first, you fucking idiot. I was like, oh, this USB cable is kind of like gets stuck really easily, but I'm thinking of the other end. The end that plugs into the tablet is totally fine. It's the end that plugs into the fucking Type A USB port. That's the part that kind of sucks. So let's just get started really quickly. I am going to start by giving myself a human meta rig. This is just something I use for scale. This is the size of an average normal person. It's just nice to have visible. It also helps me orient because it has a front face and shit like that. So I'm not using the wrong like part of the y-axis as my front. That I'm actually doing right now because that's negative. I guess that's positive. Whatever. Shut up. There's no such thing as right or correct in my world. It's just do or die. Okay, hold on. If I'm going to use this as my base, I'm gonna want the fucking polygon count to be a little bit higher. Triangle. Nothing. Whatever. Make an N-gon. Who give a fuck? Let me see. Put that to 64 because we're making this shit fat. All right. Step 1, make it short. Step 2, make it wide. Also, real quick. Get out of this. Do this. Where the fuck is set origin? You would think I would have learned the hotkeys for this particular action by now. There it is. Origin to 3D cursor. Perfect. 0 that, and then shrink it. So now it's like. There we go. Got a little bit of a step up. Like so. I should have measured this. This is. What's the default radius of the blender cylinder? I think might be 1 meter is the diameter, or 1 meter is the radius. Okay, it's 2 meters is the 1 meter radius, judging by that plane. So that means this is 12 meters across, about. Just some rough math. If I need to align stuff, I can fix it later. Let's actually apply that. No, the fuck it ain't. Okay, never mind. It is like 6 meters. Okay. Shrink that down a little bit. Whoop. It's kind of like a circular shower curtain. It's kind of what we got going on here. It might be a little too circular. This feels too circular to me, right? Well, either way. Gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Oop, fuck. That, and I'm gonna whoop, whoop. And then we're just gonna do. This doesn't have to look pretty, so I'm making it as ugly as possible. I'm just gonna do some quick little fucking. This is some prototype shit. Never do this on purpose. Don't do this on purpose. Don't follow my example. You must not follow my example, chat. Don't do what I just did. Because I'm gonna do this. That, boom, like so. And that is a simple stand-in for a curtain. We're gonna move it down a little bit. Like that, boom, perfect. We're seeing this space is pretty big so far. It's a little weird, but let's add in, let's like populate our space a little bit. Let's add desk. I think this will look about correct. It's a little bit big. I guess the host desk for one of these things would be kind of large, but also I'm going to be sitting at it, and I am, like, up to this motherfucker's, like, knees, almost. But that's fine. And then I'm just going to do this, and then we can just hit it with that classic 44, 45, 43, 45, 43 for angle. And scratch that. I'm dividing that in two. We're gonna hit that with that free angle. I think that's gonna look pretty good. Then I'm gonna, what the fuck? I just heard the fucking cymbal hit. I can like barely hear this music. I'm just gonna populate this with a couple other shapes that I want. So we're just gonna do this. Oops. This. And we're gonna do that. Which we're gonna go here. Like so. That's gonna be like the logo. That's like hanging from the ceiling. Maybe a little bit smaller. And I'm thinking, just kind of with the way this is looking, we're gonna... He's gone! We're gonna want, switch over here. We're gonna want, like, a freestanding TV. That kind of feels like what's actually gonna happen here. Because this is, like, this background with the curtain, you can't mount anything on that. So, let's just pop out a cube. And let's hit it with the... here's my sick and perverted way of making a shitty TV. Is I just scale it by 16 and by 9, and then I shrink it. And that's how I make a TV. Boom, that's how you make a 16 by 9 TV in Blender. That's all you have to do. It's done. That's it. I don't like how that be smaller. I don't like that these overlap with each other, the TV and the emblem there. So we'll have to touch that up a little bit. So this is just like everything I had sketched out. Just like the basic shit. We're just missing like a chair. It's just gonna be a tiny cube, and we're just gonna put it like here. It's where like a guest would sit in a talk show or something, right? And then we have that problem of what the fuck is over here? Which the answer to what the fuck is over here is like, say this is the camera angle, this is where chat goes, right? It's like usually the case, is chat goes here, but alright, and then we're gonna have some fucking cameras, which let's just real quick do this. It's kind of real quick and dirty by scale, and then I'm just gonna I'm going to scale a little bit like this, scale it, that, and then a duplicate of this, which I'm gonna scale down. I'm gonna scale like this, rotate, and that's a camera lens. Boom! Look at my awesome camera that looks terrible. It's a placeholder, so it doesn't have to look good. God. Classic Blender. Camera. And then I'm just gonna do that's a little big. Make it a little small, maybe. We got this. Got like these, like these, that, and I don't know, there we go. We got a couple cameras. They're doing their thing. They're looking at stuff. Then I had some fucking studio lights, which I'll have to... Let's just, like, improvise a little bit here. So, studio lights are normally on, like, trusses, right? Like beams and shit. So we can, like, set up the lighting rig here. And then we can add a cone, so, like this. Shrink it down a little bit. Grab this, move these forward. And then we can angle this like so. A little bit like this. Just kind of just to have like a little stand-in for this sort of shit. And then I'm just gonna do an array modifier. We're gonna hit it with a 3? That's too much. -2. Offset. A couple of these bad boys here, like so. Just for a little stand-in studio lights. It would be a little bit further than that. Kind of like that. And then, you know what I gotta do? This one. Here we go. Forgot to save this. One moment. Just in case something pops up I don't want you to see. You can't see my file browser, but I don't trust like that. Okay. I have to create a new folder for this. PA TV Studio is what we'll call this. There we go. PHPA TV Studios. Now it's been saved. Excuse me. See its fucking file name pop up. It's a good thing you can't see the fucking file path in the window title. That one might accidentally spoil some stuff. This looks like okay. I'm just gonna hide the actual, at least the middle camera for a minute. We're gonna add a real one here. Yeah. Okay. Let's just zero this out. It's a weird default angles. We could hit the 90 degrees, but I think this. Something like this. You there. Stand behind the desk. Thank you. Kind of something like this. Let me like get a little materials in here. Let's make some color happen. Hold on. I'm gonna color drop. God damn it. Give me that. And also, can I set it? Set that too. Okay, that's like the color I picked out initially for that backdrop. And you know what I can do? I can add an image in here. Let me go. I still have all the PHPA TV stuff stored exclusively in the Backyard Brawl folder. I gotta fix that. These bad boys. See the mat? Oh. Just like, ooh. like that. Honestly, we could hide that. Go for that. Okay. And the real version of this would be a curtain that I can close and open and shit. And it would be folded and physical, and it would look all fucking weird and nice, but... I'm not gonna worry about naming materials right now. We're just gonna make this thing brown. And this one's also gonna be brown, and this is gonna be like a black, this is PV. Kinda like that. And the initial idea for the stage was that it would be... What the fuck were we making this stage? I make it like orange or some shit, and then I decided, what if the curtain was orange? Right. Well, we'll try either one. We will just simply try either one. I think that's okay. Like, this so quiet. Turn it up. What the fuck? Jeez. There's that color. I only set the viewport display for one of them, but whatever. Okay, that's not nothing. It's purple on purple, though. I don't know about... We could try to make these fucking orange. Hold on. Let me pull that from the palette real quick. We just do it like that. Like, this is without lighting, mind you. Hold on, I need to... Then... Let's add a spotlight. Here. This might crash OBS. Or it might don't. Oh yeah, this has like no power by default. Make it 100. I don't know why this fucker has no power by default. So strange. Like, do you want? Well, yeah, this is very fitting music, at least. That is true. That is true. Alright, let's do... Hit him with one of these. Kind of line. Let's see what the fuck my studio lights are up about. Then we can kind of diffuse the angle a little bit, maybe. Yeah, like that. Like this. Okay, that's a little more something. That's a little more something, and you know what we can do? We can copy this. Rotate this. Tighten the... And... So we get that. And set this one to like 50. Alright. Like that. Alright, that's a little something. That's a little bit of something. It's a lot of... This angle... This camera angle, I think, is, like, way too wide. I'm just gonna dupe this fucking camera. And we can, like, try out a lower shot like this. Ooh, that's better. That's better. That feels immediately better. Some ice chair for chili. No. No. No, because it's pre-rendered and no. So this looks pretty good. As a starting point. We have a few things. You know something I have to fucking figure out? I would love a way to... So you see this image here? So I imported this as a plane, which is a little like add-on I have. It's like a stock add-on. And it makes it so I can just have an image and it's transparent and it's 1-to-1 scale to the resolution and everything, and it's just in the scene, right? But I would love a way to there's probably a tool that does this, but I want a tool that like carves the alpha, like reads the alpha channel and then builds a mesh around that, like with that, because I want to be able to extrude this. I want to be able to extrude this so it's like got depth to it and it's not just perfectly flat. But to do that, I need to like model the fucking logo like 1-to-1 first before I could do that, and that sucks. That like kind of sucks a lot. Well, we have to stick a placeholder for the mug in here, right? The mug's gonna be here. So let's just like get that in really quick. Okay, there's the mug. Oh, hey, guess what? Time for a break. So let's take a damn break. That's a good idea. I'm glad I came up with it. How do we take break? I don't know. It's interesting. Let me. Break time! Yay! Let me. There we go. Now it's perfect. All right. I guess I'll get up and have a walk around and refill my water, and I think you should do the same. So yeah. I guess I should run an ad if I'm just gonna take a break, so I'll run an ad. BRB. I'm not all the way back yet. I'm just standing in my office for another minute. Trying to make sure I take actual, when I say 5-minute break, gotta be an actual 5 minutes. Why I'm using my phone timer today for a lot of that. Which, I don't feel like I don't know why I stated that like it was an explanation. I'm probably too far away from the mic to be heard over the music very well, huh? Good news, my alarm is done. I'm gonna set it for 1 hour because we're coming off break. Ahem. So all the color stuff we're doing here is... Where am I? Where'd I go? I hit VLC, that's not right. Why am I allowed to do that? Where am I? Hi. Where's the thing I was looking at? Hi. Okay. So... Welcome back. I need to get better at doing like healthier break kind of schedule stuff. Because I want to be better at streaming for like longer periods of time and also doing that in a way that's like healthy and makes me feel energized instead of exhausted, that kind of thing. Because it's hard. It's like not a conscious decision to not take breaks, right? I don't decide not to take breaks. It's just that this being the same color is a bit of a problem. I'm like recognizing the curtains being the exact same color is not super great. Because the logo itself is here. We'll work on it. So... What if the curtains were black? Like a very deep purple. Ooh. Ooh, what about that? Wait, that's a bit better. Hold on, let me like bump the roughness. Yeah, look at that. Just like a matte, kind of like shadowy kind of color. And then we can hop into a bit darker still. Darker. Like that. Ooh. Oh, you know what? And okay. By the way, we are in the freeform like sketching and exploring phase of the process. So if you're like, oh my god, what the fuck is your organization? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is called, if I bother trying to organize this now, I'll never get any work done. And once I start making real stuff, that's when we're gonna... Oh, it's so dark. It's so very dark. Oh, that's the wrong spotlight. I want to make this line here blurrier, so I'm going to grab this radius value. And it's going to soften it. So now it's a smoother gradient instead of it being harsher. See, if I turn it off all the way, it turns into a circle, like a perfect circle. That's what the radius value in Blender light sources is. It's like how sharp the light is, how sharp it casts shadows, that kind of thing. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's all like white right now. What if we... This is an important part of the process, by the way, is fucking around and just like trying to get stuff to look nice, even if it's not like the final sort of take you're gonna have. Like this. Yeah, that's about symmetrical. And we're just gonna hit it with the fucking gonna hit it with the herb. And we're gonna hit it with the herb. Okay. Okay. Ooh, yo, Chili. Thank you for the duelin. So I added some colored lights here. This is with bisexual lighting now. Pretty good. You know what we need? We need a white object, and I'm not here, so I'm gonna make a sphere. Here's my sphere. Here's my sphere. It's very white. It's painfully white, and we're gonna use it as my fucking lighting. We're gonna use this to help me figure out what the lighting is like. And honestly, looking at that, that looks pretty good. That's not so bad. I mean, it's got orange coming from the reflection here, but pretty good. That just looks like decent, I think. It's very soft too. Yeah. Okay. So Chili, I'm doing some early. Should be taller. I'm doing some early work on what will probably be the next stream set, at least like with sort of how it's looking right now. Yeah, it's a talk show aesthetic. I'm kind of torn. I'm in a weird creative spot right now where I don't want to like pull the trigger on doing like a proper late night talk show kind of vibe, but because I also literally would like to do that idea sometime at some point. I would love to like actually do a talk show, and I want that. And if I did do that, I would of course want it to be like special, because it would be like, this would be an entire bespoke bit, right? If I did do a talk show. But if I let that that idea is too good, I need to hold on to that for later. If I let that logic control my actions like too much, then I just never get anything done. So we kind of have to like figures it out a little bit. So there's that. All right. It's all right. Let's just add some like basic shit we just sort of need just in general. I'm gonna add, give me like big fucking plane and make it gray. Make it rough. There we go. Can't even like see it anyway, so that's like fine. Yeah, that looks decent. This looks decent, but I don't know what else to populate it with, honestly. It's just like a really simple layout, right? You have this side for chat. This is where screen goes. This is where I go. I guess we can compare it to the old one. And actually, I have a better way of doing that. I have a way better way of doing that. Hold on. We need to use a background image. I need to find the render of this fucking screen. Actually, wait, can I literally find it? Is it literally this? Okay. Oh my god, I have the file path just in Blender. Thank you. Not in Blender, just in OBS. Thank god. Dude, I need to clean my hard drive. Okay, well, let's open here. For comparison, is front. Okay. For comparison, and let's go back. For comparison, This screen is way fucking smaller. We're way more zoomed out. I'm thinking we zoom in, right? Does that feel correct? Does zooming in feel correct here? Because like here, I am on screen way bigger, in theory. The scale on this set never made any sense. Don't worry about it. But maybe if we are considering scale, this makes more sense. And also, it's short idiot. Maybe that makes more sense. We don't need the screen to be like huge, right? But the problem is, if the screen is small, then I feel like, because this is like, I can just project a moving image onto this in OBS and just do whatever I want with it, right? So the problem is there's just like a lot of dead space. And a little bit of dead space is necessary because this is for Twitch overlay. So I need Twitch chat to be here with me. But, But sometimes the black void, the negative space is like the point. Sometimes, like, can I turn camera clip on? How do I do that? Like render region. Just to cut out the clutter. This is what the actual camera angle is right now. Ignore the margins. So, like, obviously chat goes here. There's not much going on here. And then there's here. I guess we could, like, commit more to recreating this. And we could just add a couch in on this side to take up this space, right? You could still have the chair here and whatever. And then just have like a couch over here, which is kind of far away. Because like with how zoomed out this is, that does feel far away, but I'm also very small. I'm 2 feet tall, chat. I'm 2 feet tall. Did you know that? I need a ref sheet. Chat, if you love these streams and you want to support me, you can support me financially through direct donations or through things like Twitch subs. Okay. Seriously speaking, I do want to push more for kind of... I want to push more calls to actions for donations and things like that, because I want to be able to better help my mom pay for groceries and like other stuff that the household needs. So in reality, that's more so what that money would be going to. Less so getting me a rep sheet, but that'd be awesome. I know who I want to get it from too. Yeah, but Bunny Bunsig has never had a ref sheet, believe it or not. Yeah, we could stick a couch there. Let's just... let's just like see what we can do. Right? Let's just see what we can do. Like that made a difference. Okay. Oh. Hold on, let me just like fake it a little bit. is that happening? Okay, right. Oh, I have to apply it. Whoops. I forgot. Gotta finish the comms. Alright, here's my couch. It's a little weird looking. There's my couch. Let's make it this. Let's hit it with that red, you know? Like that. Kind of something a little like this. That's a little more in line. Though having the like empty couch. And the talk shows still have the empty couch just lying around. Oh, you know what? Another thing I can add to this set. I just remembered something from the concept art I made 10 minutes ago. Hold on, I need to go fetch an image. Haha. Let me open. The fuck did I name this project? HPA TV Studio. Okay. Hold up. I gotta go fetch something. There's some art I used as a carpet here. This art here. I want to get a new version of that made by Rosie. Because I do really like using that, but it doesn't represent my Sona at all anymore. So I want to like fucking fix that, I guess. I literally just saw the image and it's gone. I need to clean my hard drive, like, really bad. Like, really fucking bad. I have no idea how much I gotta clean my hard drive. Alright, there we go. Let's add an image as plain. One of these. Show me what I'm looking at. Rotate that by nothing. Bada. There it is. And zoop. Like that. Boom. And then this. Boom. Okay, it's casting a shadow, but can I set this not to cast shadows? I think I can do that. What fucking setting? Is it here? Oh, not like that. There's like a fucking button that says, does it cast shadows? I don't remember where that is. What the fuck is that? Don't remember. Not transparent shadows. I might just be fucking forgetting shit. I was sworn it was a setting hidden in here somewhere. I'm probably looking right at it. Not these. Whatever. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It works for fucking demonstration. That's fine. Whatever. Say something like that. That's a little bit better. That ties this shit together a little bit more. You know what else I could do? I have an idea. I suddenly have an idea. I have a fucking idea. Hold on. Hold on, everybody shut the hell up. I have an idea. Here is my UV sphere. We're gonna call this... we're gonna call this... oh, that's fine. Yeah, we're doing a private watch party chat. Don't worry about whatever that is. I'm gonna call this like light cluster. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna turn my fucking overlay back on, and we're gonna bump this up. And here's what we're gonna do. We are going to add some objects. I'm gonna add like Taurus and for defaults, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna add a Taurus, like cube, cylinder, add a sphere, a cone, and then I'm going to make a hold on. We're gonna go. Sorry if you can hear my space heater turning on and off, by the way. I think my filters like mostly catch it, but it's kind of chilly down here. It was one of these. How does that look? Okay. See, all of these are like weird right now. Hold on. Hold on. Stay with me, chat. Stay with me, chat. I have like brain ideas happening. So now I'm gonna grab this fucking sphere here, my light cluster, and we're gonna pop open geometry nodes on this biatch. And I'm gonna make... We're gonna do some fucking stupid shit to this thing, alright? Oop, why'd I do that? We're gonna do some dumb, stupid shit. We are going to do meshed... Is it to points? Mesh to points. Okay, I don't want that. I want... mesh to volume first. And then get rid of that. Mesh to volume, and stop doing that, and volumes, distribute points in volume, volume here, points, it's our points, and then we're gonna have instance on points here, and then we're gonna grab this, pull this into here, pick instance. What do we do? Separate children, reset children, relative, original. Hold on. How do I fix this? I can never fucking remember. We just like, let's just do like, just like scale that shit down. How the fuck do I fix this? I never remember the exact way to fixing this. Is it separate children? There it is. It's both. I have to check both. Right. Okay. Then we're gonna grab random value. Grab a random value, and then we're going to apply that to the rotation, which we're gonna do like 0 to like 180, like this, and. Okay, and then we're gonna bump. Let's see. Okay, that made it less dense. That's kind of funny. No, that's my seed. Density's the other value. Up the density a little bit. Wait, can I do... Jesus Christ. No, other thing. Kind of like this. Smidge less dense. Okay, about like that. And now you'll see I didn't apply the materials, but if I went back and applied the materials correctly, Here's my awesome idea. It's coming to fruition. Hold on, hold on. All the way down. So if I bump this. That. And so now I'm going to grab. I didn't apply to the Taurus. Missed it. We are do this. Move this back here. Like so. And then we're gonna like this. Hmm. 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 Not quite. Do you see my vision, chat? Do you see it? It's not there. Not yet. Hold on. I need to be able to see that to edit the material. Okay. Like, boom, string. Oh, fucking abs. Maybe it's because I have this set to black. Might be it. It's like part of it. Problem is, I'm losing the depth of these shapes because they're illuminated. I think that's the thing I'm struggling with here. But I'm trying to make kind of a hanging, like, star. Like there's hanging glowing stars around. Sort of like the general idea. Let's turn the density back down. Turn that, like, way down. I think the problem is I'm not communicating the depth at all here, which I feel like makes this less effective visually. Unfortunately, I do want to have 2 of these damn things though. But probably what I'll do is I'll just do this. Well, the RNG is not favoring me right now. Can't edit that from here. To go to the dedicated menu. Just dude. It was a flash of inspiration, but I don't know. That doesn't look very good. I don't think I like how this looks. I like the idea. I like the idea, but I just don't like how this looks. So we're just not gonna do that, unfortunately. And but you know what we could do instead? You know what we could do instead? I have a better idea. Remember this screen? I have an idea. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We're plugging the tablet back in. I have an idea. Oh, I don't remember the forbidden map to make this work. We'll do it anyway. No time to think. I have an idea. I want to make a projector light source that projects images like a real-world projector does onto the space in the scene itself. So, to do that, I can... I think transparency is fine with this, right? So here's what we'll do. I'm gonna make another layer here because this is gonna be kind of weird to look at. And we're just gonna black fill this and grab ourselves some white. And let's see about this. Like, I could do... That looks like shit. Fuck! Fucked it up. That also looks like shit. I hate everything. That looks less bad. As far as, like, a star is concerned, right? And then I can just fucking smack that shit. Teehee. 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 You know, I would hope this thing had a smart fill tool, but I guess not. I am using an alias brush. That's my fault. Oh well. This isn't the best way. This is not the best way to do this. But I'm kind of recreating what I did for the old set here. We are revisiting old ideas and making them anew. What we're doing. However dubiously executed. Right? That's like almost good enough. It's like fine, whatever. And then we're gonna grab this. C, D, do this. Or not? Okay. Well. Okay. There's a weird... I don't know why the copy-paste works like that. Don't know why, but okay. Do we have a rotate tool in here? I didn't want to open up GIMP. How the fuck? Can I rotate? How do I rotate? Can I rotate? How do I rotate a source? How do I rotate a layer? Is there not just a rotate tool? Where is it? Huh? Eh? Rotate my whole fucking canvas. Don't want to do. How am I so stumped by this? What the fuck? Hello? What do I rotate? Control T? What? Okay, that applied free transform. Oh. It's like fucking Control T. Why is there not just like a button for that? Where? Then it reset. Okay. No, it's a function down here. Okay. I don't like that at all. That's fucking awful. I hate that. That is not good to me. I do not fucking like that. That's awful. Okay, well, I hate how this works. Oh my god, this tool sucks. This tool sucks so bad. Oh my god. Anyway. Okay, well now how do I crop? Oh, fuck me, man. What? It's the image. Crop from here? I can crop from here. Okay. It's gonna want me to do it manually. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. 500 pixels is too few. 600. No, that's too few. How the fuck? What? Do I have to move it? What? The upper tabs? The fuck is image trim? What the fuck? What? Edit? There's no image trim. There's no image tab. Why is this so hard? I just want it. Software sucks. What the fuck? Hell. I just want to make stuff. Whatever. I'm going on Google. We're going to go. I'm going to Google. We're just going to Google. Fuck this shit. I'm not making this image myself. Never mind. We're going to Google. Fuck this. I hate this. It's similar to Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop. I haven't. I don't want to pirate software that sucks. Fucking Adobe products suck ass. They're not worth the money. They're sorry. I'm gonna Google stars. I'm just gonna Google stars. That's cool. I'm gonna Google clip art stars. Okay. 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 You just mean the editing features are simple? That's great. I can't find them. I'm having so much difficulty with it. This is a whim and it's not working. Shit. You thought that phrase was so perfect, thank you. Man. I used fucking Adobe Premiere for a while. How does anyone pay real money for that? How? I'm opening GIMP. Fuck the world. GNU image manipulation program, by the way. Anyway. Trim. The term is great. I can't find it. The terminology is awesome, dude. I can't find it. That doesn't matter. It's not gonna help me. I've already given up. Hold on. Hold on. Hell, like, just use software that doesn't suck. Like, I say just use software that doesn't suck. Like, the free alternative to Adobe Premiere is DaVinci Resolve, which also sucks. It just doesn't suck as much, and it has a free license, so. Meanwhile, GIMP is like, it works. It just fucking works. Like, it's probably not a program you want to draw in. You probably don't want to draw in this program, but it fucking works. For my purposes in particular. Hold on. Hey, it's GIMP. New file. Look at that. Look at all these tools. Do you see all these icons? Look at all these icons I can click and they do things. Do you want to crop an image? Look at that. Do you want to crop it again? How about again? Do you want to crop it again? How about again? Do you see how easy that is? Do you see how easy that can be? Do you see how beautiful the world can be? Do you see how, like, how bright the sun shines? Isn't it beautiful? Anyway. I don't know why, but my default layer is named Rosie. I don't know why it's named after my partner. I don't remember. It just is. And I am just really simply going to fucking... like that. I'm using a binary brush, so that makes this easier. That's why it's not fucked up, but, you know. Like when I fuck it up and I don't know what's happening. That's not a star. What did I do? Like this, then cross over here, then... That's an hourglass. I've already forgotten how to draw a star. Literally, I actually have. Hold on, wait a minute. I need to trace this. Hold on. Wait, what's happening to me? Am I having a fucking stroke? Apparently yes, because it's just that easy. Sometimes you make too many stars and you forget how it works. I think God said that once. Well, hello, Maddie. Mattio. Whoa. Hi. Look at my awesome art project. Do you like it? I'm making little stars. Isn't it so awesome? It's going so wonderfully gorgeous right now. Anyway, I like that I'm doing all of this, and I literally don't remember the math I need to do in Blender to make any of this, like, look the way I want it to do. You can't see anything? Well, hopefully at least I provide a decent podcast experience. Recently used. Take me to the right folder, and this is just some stars. Some starts? Spelt it wrong. That's okay, it's a little secret for you and me. God, I just got mad at, like, the idea of Photoshop earlier, even though I've never actually used it. I'm a well-adjusted adult, I think. Anyway. Where were we? Back to the real software. What the fuck was I doing? Why did I do any of that? Right, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I am going to make a spotlight source, a spotlight, and it's gonna be my projector. Like here, and it's in the wrong... Okay, but that's fine, actually. It can be there. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring this out here so we can look at it. So, funny thing about Blender is, you can do, first things first, more light, please. Thank you. And then we gotta reduce the radius all the way down. Let's bump that up to like 200. You can use materials as like the source for your light. So if we pop over to shading, I can edit this. The problem is, I kind of don't remember how to do this, but you can use an image. I'm gonna try to do this as best as I can, but there's one little math trick to make the distortion go away that I don't remember how to do. I'm gonna have to look that up. But we're just gonna put an image texture in here, just like that. You can see it missing textures out. Drop the stars in. And that's not all. Oh, this. This? That's not it. Single image, repeat. All I had to do might be missing something still. It does have to be. No, it doesn't have to be. How the fuck do I make this work? I can't remember. Let me see if I can find a project folder where I did this trick. Real quick, I'm going to hop into... Any spoilers in these files? No, these are all old stuff. I think all of this stuff is old. And this is 1912 Roblox. Or Robot, I don't know what the fuck that is. I have a couple old sets where I did this shit. Let me see if I can find that first before I start, like, you know. No. Shit. Cannot find a fucking project folder that has this in it. Unfortunately. Ooh. This might be look up the tutorial moment. You need to let me design your new rug. I was gonna ask Rosie, but if you want to take a swing at it, go right ahead. Go right ahead. It literally just recreating the same image, just like new, is what I need. Blender projector, the light source. Blender Rosie for making a new emote? Hell yeah. Okay, I found a Reddit post from 12 years ago. And it's an Imgur link. Never mind, it's irrelevant. This motherfucker didn't actually answer the question. Blender image. Hold on. Bitch not answer. Yeah, I hate when bitches don't answer questions. Okay, I see something that says image projection in Blender tutorial part 1. No, it is not that many parts, my man. I'll look at your tutorial though. Did a human write this? No, it's a link to a YouTube video. Someone else's YouTube video. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm looking at my own YouTube video. Gamers, hit them with the BRB screen. Because I'm going on YouTube. YouTube's not loading. Because I know I figured this trick out in a tutorial, and now I, like, can't fucking remember. Your TOM. I don't know any of those words you just said, Chili. Okay. Okay, I don't really need to watch the tutorial. I just need this guy to cough up the nodes. Okay. Right, I gotta do texture coordinate mapping stuff. Tip of your tongue, oh. I see. It's texture coordinates, and it's like, is it mapping? Or is it UV map? It's just mapping. And then we grab the normal into the vector, and the vector into the vector. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's the start of it. That's the start of it. That's not the forbidden math. Is it? Is there math for this? I don't think this tutorial includes the part. No, there it is. Is it this part? No. This tutorial does not. This tutorial just shows me this. Wait. I mean, it works. Did Blender, like, fix this or something? Do I not have to do forbidden math anymore? Are we, like, safe? Is everything okay? Well, there you have it. I set this to, like... Okay. So, what I can do with this light here... I can take this light, rotate, take me over here. I can rotate that, and I can do a little bit of this. I can look back here, and now you'll see it's all fucked up and distorted because the math isn't right. I don't know how to fix that. Shit. Math! There's a fucking formuloli you can do to fix that shit. I'm gonna pull up another tutorial. Cough up your damn node graph. Give it to me. Give it to me, that thing, your node graph. Fixing the aspect ratio, there it is. You can click and drag to do multiple edits at once? What the fuck? Hold up. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. I didn't know that. Chat, check this shit out. I can do that? I can do that? Holy shit. I didn't know I could do that. I already learned something from this tutorial that you guys can't see or hear. Okay, I guess the distortion thing I'm trying to fix doesn't actually matter. Okay, that didn't answer my question, but that's good enough. That tutorial didn't answer my question. Okay. So, like, it should be the scale, right? Okay, this is bothering. I'm just gonna add, like, a fucking... I want a single slider, I'm sorry. There we go. I need to make it bigger. That. And then here's what we're gonna do. Hop into the layout here. Grab this, rotate it on. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know. I don't know if that effect is like doing it for me. Is the thing? Oh, I can't mirror this. Okay, never mind. Wait, unparent. Ooh, not like that. No, no, no. Get the fuck out of there. Stop that. Why is the cone here? Okay, whatever. Parent. Your parent. There we go. Well, I guess I could just like duplicate this. Let me duplicate linked. I think. Where am I? Go. Careful now. I set this to like other way, and then negative value. Yeah. Okay. And then like a little blurry. Now that looks pretty okay. There's some clipping, but that looks pretty okay. Okay. Or the radius. I mean, I could just like bump the radius like all the way up. I like that. Yeah, it's not that. That's looking okay. It's not like perfectly even either, because it's the same image repeated. That honestly, okay, you know, that's better than I thought it was gonna be. That kind of works. That fills the blank space pretty well. The thing is, where are they? They're inside here. That's fine. We'll fucking live. Yeah, but that kind of just works. I'm like surprised that just sort of worked. That's like a really good start. Honestly. I like... That should be like a slab. That shouldn't really be reflective. Yeah, oh. There's not a lot of contrast between the TV and the background, though. But I guess that's fine. Also a little bit of space. I think we can move the camera forward. Just like a little bit. I can pull it in a tad. Control Y doesn't redo. It's Shift Control Z. Okay. I hit undo too many times. I accidentally held it down. I got scared. I was scared. I was fucking so scared for a second. Okay, that's fine. That's definitely better than it was. Okay. Is there anything else we could do here? I mean, this looks pretty good. It's in 16 by 9. Which is... Okay, so it's in 16 by 9, right? And... Oh, hey. It's time for a break. Already. Well, we will take a break then. Yeah, this is something. Let me, like... Literally right before we go on break, I want to try something. I don't want to do a full render, so I'm just going to take a screenshot of my viewport. I'm just going to grab a screenshot of this. And we're just going to, like, test it with the filter, just to see what it looks like. I'm still going to have to build all the furniture, obviously. But... Here's the screenshot. Let us apply the filter to it. From Retro Effects Filter Pack. Behold, NTSC filter. There's default settings. Let me pull this down. My OBS layers really quick. Then... There you go. Like, how does that look? That's like, it's something. I think maybe. I think we're in a direction that's like usable here. I'll have to sit with that for a while though before I can like figure out if it's really what I want. But yeah, here's Comfy, by the way. It's break time again. I will be back in 5 minutes. Also, I'm gonna run like a 60-second ad because why not? Anyway, BRB. Also, if you've been sitting at your damn desk this whole time, you should take a break too. Get up and move around and drink water or something. I don't know. Oh, I hit them as soon as I unmuted. Also, the saltine cracker in my mouth. I probably should take it out of my mouth before I unmuted. But also, I'm still standing. Whoop. Okay. Welcome back, gamers. What we got? Oh, hey, it's me. Hey, chat, do you want to see Maisie? I want to see Maisie. So Maisie, we want to stream as Maisie again. Maisie wants to stream again. I want Maisie to stream again. We don't have a fucking game to play. Maisie doesn't have any games to play. We had Slime Rancher 2, but I gotta be honest, chat. Slime Rancher 2 bored the fuck out of me. I don't think it's like bad or anything. It just bored the fuck out of me. Like, you can tell in that last stream I did, it was, Fields of Mystria? Is that one of them, their survival crafting games? Maybe. See, like, kind of, part of the idea of doing Slime Rancher was, haha, joke of slime, boobs, but, like... But no. No. Speaking of, I just want to get comfortable, don't worry about it. I look really funny at this size. You can't see my fucking torso. You tried to play the Interstar, you bounced off it so hard and you found it very boring. Yeah. It's kind of weird, because, like, I played Slime Rancher 1, and I thought it was okay. I liked it, just generally. It felt like a game that never left early access, though. And Slime Rancher 2 feels the same, unfortunately. And not only is it the same, it feels like it's not meaningfully different enough in ways that are fun from the first one. Because all of the tasks we had were busy work related to, like, upgrades and, like, collecting mud and things like that, and that's just kind of... I gotta be honest, it just kind of was really boring, and managing the slimes wasn't interesting. Exploring wasn't very interesting, because it was mostly just us, like, going to resource nodes and grabbing stuff, and then going back home, and then going back. I think if we hadn't played Slime Rancher 1, we might have enjoyed it more. Oh, I did not set my alarm. Whoops. I did not set up the next break alarm, I'm sorry. I got distracted by Maisie. So, is there anything else that needs to be added to this scene composition-wise? I think having the stars in the background is very good, just generally. Post-game was a bit boring for Slime Rancher 1. I guess? But the post-game is just when they stop showing you new things. And even the new things is like, It's cute. I like the idea of Slime Rancher, but... If you wait like 1 minute, okay, sure. I'll gladly wait like 1 minute. Now, I don't know if I want to, like, build all the furniture on stream today. Maybe we can do a little bit of furniture. Let me get my tablet out of the way really quick, though. Oh, I realized I have a little, like, side table I can put my tablet on now. I don't have to go put it on the corrugated cardboard. It's not corrugated. There's no corrugated steel in here. But I have some metal shelving. Over slime race. I don't know any shit about any of that. Anyway. Looks pretty good. I think we should start getting the outer part in. So let's set up a cylinder here. Make it... What was it? 6? Yes, it was a 6. Slightly more than a 6. Something like that. Approximately like that. Checking my DMs. Alright. Well, if you want to send me a fixed version, I'll give you a second. Wait, got that. Oh, that. If you want to fix it, you don't know how to fix it? Okay, I'll show a stream then. Let me save it. Dude, like, it's very good. Hold on. Good file. I'm glad I was able to see the file name. Hold on. Oh, I saved that to the folder of Sona art. That's gonna be a dangerous delve while I'm on stream. Let's move that to somewhere else really quick. Anyway, here's the thing Chili just sent me. Chili, if you can give this to me in a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. Oh, were you seeing aliasing artifacting? Okay. Well, Chili, if you can get this to me in a 1-by-1 like cropped square, I'll make this an emote today. I'll make this an emote today. Like on stream. Okay, let me delete that face. And I have to delete this face. And then we've got this, and we're going to give it same material. 100, no, just a square, just a square. It can be as high as the resolution as it is. Just make it a square if it isn't already, and also crop it to content so it isn't like weird as an emote. Yeah. Just crop it as much as you can, and then crop out all the blank transparency is what I mean. Excuse me. With this material? Apparently not. That one. There we go. So here is what this looks like. It's fucking dark. It's fucking dark. Okay, let's actually do a little bit of cleanup here, because some of these objects feel like they're gonna start needing to be organized. So this will be the outside area, I guess, and this will be let's call this closed placeholder, and then we're gonna get our cameras. Should both be camera PH and camera PH, just PH for placeholder. Oh, they can share the same name. Did I misspell one of those? Oh, no, one of them has a space. Is it? None of those are backspace. You didn't hit backspace enough times. There we go. Nope, not copy paste. No. Just drag it to this collection. So now I can have... I can delete these. So now, all my shapes, they spilled. They spilled out from my package. Oh no. So now I can toggle the stuff that's on the outside a little bit. Because we're gonna be like animating this. Also, let's make an side lights. Let's make a inside lights. Then let's make. I don't know why it's nesting it like that. Inside area. We'll just call it like that. Actually, I guess this is inside area already. This one works fine enough. Yeah, okay, yeah, just hit random numbers on your keyboard, that's fine. Let's make a picture of cameras. Plural. Okay. Here's my lights. These are gonna go over here. So I can just toggle these off as a group. Very convenient. And after both of these should go into here. There we go. Ooh. I'll write this. Doesn't need to be there anymore. This empty is doing nothing for us. These are cameras. We're not using this camera, and we're gonna use this as main stage. Here. Then we have the logo. Desk PH. TV PH. There's better ways to name these, but I'm naming it like this. Truss. I don't know how the fuck you spell truss beam. Stage. That one could be final. Open. H. What are these? Oh, right. This is a camera PH. Oh. Mug PH. I'm just labeling these as PH for placeholder. Main floor. Stretching. I didn't ask you to stretch and squash and resize. I just wanted you to crop it. But that's alright. Thank you very much. I'll pop a save on that. And do a square. Actually, wait a minute. Why am I asking you to do that? Hold on. Why was I asking you to do that? I literally... Wait. Look what... I just have GIMP open. Why did I ask you to do that? I'm sorry. Wait. Well, I was busy, and I was like, well, you have the art program open. You know what you're doing, right? Hold on. Let's get this out of here. Here we go. Ratio. Do I have a folder for emotes? I really should. Fuck. Accidentally clicked on something. I do not have a folder for emotes for some reason. I forgot to enter a file name. Whoops. Or file format. It's very funny that it lets you save shit. without entering a fucking file format. Okay, let's see if I remember how to add an emote. Let's do that right now. What emote dies? Okay, that's easy. Who gives a fuck about Agony? Get Agony out of here. No one gives a shit about Agony. Emote's not very good. Less than 1 megabyte. Good news. Sure is. Somehow my crop of it has a bigger file size than what Chili gave me. That's kind of funny. Hold on. Hold on, acquiring image. There you go. Alright, it is now a tier 1 emote. You should be able to use it in a few moments. Might have to refresh first. But it has been added. Bunsig, please. That's pretty good. Let's see. Do I see it yet? I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna refresh my dashboard. I have instant emote upload privileges, so it should... Yep, there it is. There you go. It's now an emote. Thank you, Chili. Oh wait, you know what I forgot to do? Let me do the artist credit thing on that emote real quick. Yeah. This one was the most useful. Well, thank you. All right. I have requested to add you as the artist credit on that emote. You should get like a Twitch pop-up somewhere, Chili. That's usually how that goes. All right. Now let's Blender. Ah, yes, here we are. Yeah, we were doing this stuff. I'm just gonna call this the shower ring. Now, this is the curtain ring, whatever. Is there anything else here that's not like named? I think we're all good. I think we are organized. Here it seems. The inside lights. Spot white. Name this spot magenta. Spot purple. We love to clean things up. Spot logo. Stars. Right. And stars. Excuse me, I got it backwards. Whatever. I'll fix it. It's right and left relative to this orientation, not the other way around. I was looking at it backwards, to be fair. I swear that wasn't a dyslexia moment. I know you can never tell, but... Okay. You know what else I can do? I'm gonna make a little asset really quick. Here we go. Ah, it's nostalgic. So this particular text in this particular context. Recreating something I used to use all the time. image. Do you know what? Whoops. Fucking up me images. Me images! Oops, I mean... Whoops, oops, 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 oops. There we go. I just had to make some text into images really quick. We're gonna do more of these projector lights here. I'm going to... Do we have... Oh, this is like bespoke. What the fuck? This isn't like a... I can't just like grab these... Okay, that's weird. I mean, I can do that. That works. And I am going to add... Hide these. We're gonna add something to the outside lighting. Gonna add spotlight. Going to 90 degrees, probably about like that, around about. Maybe. You know what? A little bit like this and a little bit like that. Let's distort it a little. We're gonna go here, use nodes, shading. It's fucking dark. First things first, this motherfucker, wake up. And then we're just gonna grab all this. I'm just gonna Control V. You need to leave. Okay, so it's using the same image, but do this. Then I can set this to flip. And then I can do... There's a funny math that math man told me. What was it? Do this? No one was watching, so there's no way of knowing. It's okay, that's not working. That's not working. Oh, my scale isn't. Oh, whatever. Right, you need to scale it like bigger. I thought that's how this worked. I do this like... If I did that... Oh my god. I can't hit any button ever because I'm not touching my fucking... If I did that... Okay, not like that. Kind of like this, I think. And then... I don't know, bump that to like 500 or something. Yeah. Okay. That is getting there. Then I think we have like the text here, which is protected by a light, which means when I move this, it'll move the text, so you'll see it like leave. I'll do like an animation transition for it and everything. Now we just need to add like 2 lights out. Want to add a fresh one that doesn't have all that other shit on it. Wait, that's a point. I missed the point. At the spot. Okay. I'm gonna grab this, and we are going to say here. And then we are going to do like 45, and then like 45. Yeah, about like this. Let's clean this up a little bit more with like -8. Out. Further, and solid 9. Mostly because I want to duplicate this and then make it a nice clean this. That. Go. Okay, both these are like way too dark, right? So we're gonna fix that with making it like 300 or something. It's a little bit dark. We can bump that up to like a 5. Problem is, I think my main monitor is a little bit brighter. My secondary monitor, which has OBS open, is a little bit darker. So it's kind of hard to tell what's up sometimes. This is like 1 meter. This is a little too sharp. Wow, that difference is weird. Just like fucking single decimeter is all it takes. I want it to be like a little blurry, you know? Oh, not that camera. That looks fine. I've noticed we're floating off the ground. When did that happen? Where's the floor? Why is the floor over down there? Come back to me. Don't know when that happens. Okay, well these colors are bad, so let's make them less that. Let's make them less that. Let's grab this color and apply it to one of these guys. And then into one. Make this soon. Bump this up to like 800. I'm gonna be so fucking honest, dude. Damn. What if I set that to like 10? Okay, that's a bit better. And then like 600. Okay, that's the difference maker. It's to bump the emission value down here. There we go. Okay. And now this looks empty. Now this looks so fucking empty. So we need some kind of fucking detail going on over here. What does this space outside look like? New question. What details are we missing on the outside? Because this is going to be our establishing shot. Similar to Days of Old, we're kind of returning to that idea and recreating it. Moment. We're also lighting purple with purple. right? Like, what do we benefit from that? Lighting purple with purple. I can make it like... I could bump the saturation down. A bit. Similar thing here. A bit better. This fucking material for the base is like way too vibrant in this lighting environment. And there's just not a lot. So here I'm struggling with a problem of I could add more details. I could definitely add more details, but like, it's like extraneous detail that like I really don't need to have here at all. It's just, I need this to look like, if I want to have the curtain and I want to animate the curtain, it should like look like something on the outside. And right now, like, okay, the final version of this is gonna have like a curtain that is like folded and shaped and has like I'm gonna do a cloth physics simulation, right? That's what I did for the other curtain, and we're gonna be bunny again. Like that will look nicer. And I know I could probably do cables and shit on the ground. Because all I have to do is add some, like, curve objects. That's pretty easy. I do think... I might be running out of creative steam. It might be time to take a break and do something else. I think this is decently good progress on an idea. Some stuff is even kind of done already. Like the projector. I think this is like, that lighting is like fine. I think it looks pretty good. I might adjust it more. Oh my god, these saltine crackers are like so fucking crumbled. What the fuck? They're like... Hell. I bit into that saltine and went off like a glitter grenade. What the fuck? How terrible. Yeah, I could make this work. I could do the same. I will be doing the same layering stuff as before. Oh, we had some fucking... What was it? What kind of soup was it? It was some kind of fall, autumn appropriate soup. A gourd. Oh, what gourd was it? Like butternut squash fucking soup or some shit. It was like one of those. It was one of those. It was pretty good. That's one of the reasons why we got the saltine crackers. The other reason is they were used in making some lemon bars yesterday, which were pretty alright. I look forward to round 2 of lemon bars, honestly. The refined recipe and all that. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is I know I said I was like using this guy for scale over here for like a regular human person, but I low-key it's kind of scaled for me. The scale on this is gonna be... Here's the thing. The scale only really matters when other people's characters are appearing in this set. And whenever that happens, the scale is fucked up anyway, so it doesn't matter. It simply does not matter. So, there's that. That was a little flashy. The fucking plane. And here's just all the shit we did today. Not counting the concept art, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we'll fucking take a little break. I don't want to end stream. We're not ending stream. But we're gonna do something else. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do. But let me wrap up all these project files before I do anything else. And fucking Fire Alpaca. Let's save my concept art. I like holding on to stuff. It's fun having concept art just like lying around. And then none of this other shit matters. Alright, I guess I'll split the bot here.